Welcome to Sri Chaitanya IIT Academy. Today we will be discussing JEE Main Physics question paper that was held on 25th February, Shift 1. Kindly note that these questions are memory based and our students have given these questions. Okay, so let's look into the first question. The time period of simple pendulum is 2 seconds. Now t is given as 2 seconds. Length is given as 2 meters. Find g at the planet. Now t is equals to 2 pi root L by g we have. So squaring on both sides and we'll be getting this g value, legibly substituting g is equals to 2 pi square. We'll be getting the first option is the right one. Now the train passes by a pole, second one, with uniform acceleration. Now the train is passing. Now this one is passing and the acceleration is given as A and the initial part speed is U and the back end speed is V. Okay. So he says that this is V. Okay. He is interested in V midpoint. Let me assume that the length to be L. And in this case, what I do is I will implement V square minus U square is equals to 2AL. Now I will implement these two. And in this case, what I will be getting is V mid square minus U square is equals to 2a L by 2 since this is middle one. Okay, so on solving these two, we are going to get V middle is equals to root of V square plus U square by 2. Okay, so the second one will be the right option. So a sphere of mass m, gravitational field at point P is G1. Now volume cavity R is removed and G2 it is gravitational field. In this case, he is asking for ratio G1 by G2. Now G1 is equals to Gm by this particular distance what we have. Okay, 9r square. Now this should be 3r square, please. Okay, so this is 3r whole square since this is 3r square. And when we consider this cavity, G2 is equals to the G due to the sphere minus G due to cavity. I need to consider. And in this case, I will be getting this as Gm by 3r whole square minus G. The mass of this particular part will be m by 8 when I legibly take the values. Okay, m by 8. And this particular distance, when I consider, it will be 5r by 2 whole square. Okay, now when I do this ratio calculation, G1 by G2, I'm getting it as 50 by 41. So we'll move on to the next one. Okay, a screw gauge shows 8 divisions on circular scale below reference line when no object is placed. Now this is error. So error is there when no object is placed. He says number of divisions on circular scale is 100 and in one complete rotation it advanced by 1 millimeter. So 1 millimeter is the scale what we are using. When a copper wire is measured with it, it completes one rotation and 72 division on circular scale. Find radius of copper wire. And from this, what we understand here is in millimeters, the least count is 1 by 100 millimeters we get, and there is an error factor is we have 8 by 100. Okay, so this will be again in millimeters, and the diameter, if I look into the now main scale reading plus HSR into LC I'll be implementing, and he has given this main scale reading 1 millimeter, okay, plus head scale reading is 72, and LC we have calculated 1 by 100. Now this is the diameter. And when we calculate the actual diameter, because error factor is here, so actual diameter, then here I'll be getting 1.72 millimeters. Okay. Now 1.72 minus 0.08 millimeters. Now the diameter will be 1.64 millimeters, and the radius will be half of which 0.82 millimeters. Okay, this one is the right option. So now this kinetic theory, in fact, this gives ml square t minus 2 and ml t minus 1 mass into velocity, and electric potential is work by charge, and this is IT. Okay, so Planck's constant h is equals to E by nu is 1 by time period. Okay, when you do this legibly, you are getting first as the option. Okay, and a particle revolves in a vertical circle. So vertical circle, when I take, now when this is circulating, it so happens that its weight acts downwards and centrifugal force acts downwards. And about this particular location, the weight acts downwards and the centrifugal force will be acting upwards. Now the tension is maximum here and tension is minimum here, and velocity is maximum here and velocity is minimum here at the top. And if I suppose this as length L, now tension maximum is equals to the weight plus the centrifugal force. If I suppose V as velocity, okay. So, and tension minimum, if I take is, now I need to take centrifugal force first, M by L into velocity square at the top, okay, minus mg I take. Now velocity at the top is equals to v square is equals to u square plus 2as I have. Now this is initial velocity. I've taken velocity is equals to v here, and for that reason v square plus 2, it is climbing up minus g, and the length is L plus L. Here we have, now this will be 2L, and for that reason T minimum will be M by L V square minus 4GL minus mg I get. Now, when I do this division, now because the ratio is given T max by T minimum is given as 5:1. So T max by T minimum is equals to 5 by 1, and substitute this particular equation and this particular equation, and in equation 3, now I'm going to get v square value to be 13 GL by 2, and I will be implementing this value to find velocity square. So the velocity square I have to find, and when I substitute this value, velocity square is equals to minimum I'm speaking of. Now this is minimum, okay, is equals to 13 GL by 2 minus 4 GL. I'm going to get this as 5 GL by 2, and velocity minimum will be square root of this, and right option. Seventh one. Now at t is equals to 0, now this acts as a short, okay. L is short, okay. And in this situation, it so happens that now we will have a parallel network, and this parallel network is as good as And okay, now this is phi 4 and this is phi 1. And in this case, I is equals to E. Now 5 plus 4 into 5 plus 1 by 5 plus 4 plus 5 plus 1. So here we are getting this I is equals to 5E by 18. Now similarly, when I do this, T is equals to infinity, L is. Now L will be offering here infinite resistance, please, not the short. So L is infinity and L here it becomes short. So L is going to become at infinity. It's going to become short. Sorry for the inconvenience. Okay. So, and if it is going to become short and at this particular situation, these 2 points will be joined. And these 2 points, when joined, we are going to get I is equals to E by 5 by 2 plus 4 by 5. And this will be 10E by 33. So now the first option is the right one. Next question, please. Now, two planets, 1 and 2 of masses 400 kg and 600 kg respectively revolve round Earth in circular orbit. Height is 600 kilometer and 1600 kilometers. Earth's surface respectively. Find T2 minus T1. Now we have V orbital is root gm by r. Okay, so V is equals to R omega. We have omega is equals to V by R and 2 pi by T is equals to V is root gm by R by R. Okay, so from here I'll be able to get the time period. Okay, and when I do this time period properly and estimate T2 minus T1, I will be getting this 2887.15 seconds. And the first one will be the right option. We'll move on to the next question. Now here 5 volt is this and X and Y terminal. X is positive. Now this is positive, and if it is positive, current is expected to move, and this is no current flows. So the current is expected to flow in this manner. And you know, we are interested in finding the current is delta V by R. Now delta V is the voltage what we have minus the forward bias resistance. Now resistance of forward bias, or I will take potential drop across diode. Okay, by R. Now this will be for silicon, he says, is 5 minus 0.7 by resistance 10 ohms I have, and we are going to get this as 0.43. Next question, please. Okay, so he says du internal resistance, total energy and work done. And here we have du is equals to ncv dt. Okay, cv is given here n 5 by 2 r. Okay, and then dq is equals to ncp dt, which is given here again n 7 by 2 r, and dw is nr dt. PV is equals to nRT. From that I have picked, and du is to dq is equals to dw. If I estimate here, we are going to get first option as the right one. Okay, next one, please. Okay, here we have alpha particle proton are accelerated from rest under potential difference to 200 volts, same potential difference. Find the ratio of their de Broglie wavelength. Okay, same potential difference he says. Okay, so lambda is equals to h by p. I have h by root 2 m kinetic energy I take, and this will be h by root 2 m charge into volt, the potential difference whatever I have. Okay, so for the sake of clarity, I put it as volt. So lambda p, if I take, will be h by root 2 m proton charge of proton, and potential difference is same. So potential difference I write, which is same. Okay, so lambda alpha he is saying, so h by root of 2m alpha charge of alpha, the potential difference being same. And when you do this legibly, the ratio, when you divide one by the other, and you are going to get here lambda p by lambda alpha is equals to 2 root 2. And this one is the right option. Current I is flowing in a coil. Okay, B1 and B2 are on the axis of a coil at a distance. Now, distance 1, this is 0.05, and distance 2, this is. So, distance 2 is 0.2. If ratio of magnetic field is B1 by B2 is 8 by 1, so B1 by B2 is equals to 8 by 1, he says. Find radius. Now, this is actually what we have, 2 points. So this is distance 1 and this is distance 2. So this is distance 2. So for this, we have mu naught I r square by 2 r square plus distance 1 square 3 by 2 by mu naught I r square I should have written. So mu naught I r square 2 r square plus distance 2 whole square 3 by 2. Now when we do this legibly division, and we are going to get the values here, ratio, and find the radius, he says r is equals to 0.1 meter we are getting. So now 13th one, now electric field exists in space. E is equals to 3 by 5 E naught I plus 4 by 5 E naught J, two planes P1 and P2 on one in XY plane, area 0.2 meters square. Now this will be K cap, and XZ plane, this will be J cap. Okay, area is 0.3 meters square. Find the ratio phi P1 by phi 2 P2. Phi P1 is equals to E dot ds, the area. Okay, and I take E into area. So E is here. I believe there is some problem. It should be K cap. I believe there is a memory problem here. And if I suppose this as K cap, then this will be 3 by 5 E naught, and this one, what I have, the area into 0.2, I get 5P1. Similarly, 5P2 is equals to, I get 4 by 5 E naught, and this area into 0.3. Now, when I do the division legibly, and this value 5P1 by 5P2, I'm getting it as 1 by 2. We'll move on to the next question, please. So a tuning fork of frequency 504 hertz and resonance column tube experiment having diameter 6 centimeters. The 0 meter scale coincides with top of the tube. What is the reading of meter scale for first resonance to occur? Now the first resonance to occur, and this will be the situation. Now this is lambda by 4, and this lambda by 4 will be given by L plus end correction. So end correction I need to consider. Okay, so this is L plus 0.3 diameter I need to take. Okay, so L plus 1.8 I get because diameter is given centimeters. Okay, so lambda by 4, and we have V is equals to n lambda, and V is given 336 is equals to frequency is given 504 lambda, and from this lambda is equals to, we are getting this as the value of lambda we need to find from here and substitute here lambda by 4, and there you will be getting L is equals to 14.86 centimeters. We'll move on to the next question. Find the value of L and C, all given RMS values. Now we'll concentrate on this. Okay, so we have V is equals to I RMS into R. Okay, so 15 volts is given, and I RMS I'm interested in, and R is given as 60. I RMS I'm getting it as 1 by 4, and I employ V is equals to I XL, I RMS, I employ. So this is across VL. Okay, so 20 is equals to 1 by 4, and this is omega L, and VC is equals to I RMS XC. Now this will be, I'll be taking this here. Now, parallel combination, we have 10 is equals to 1 by 4, 1 by omega C. Now, here we are going to get the values as L is equals to 0.8 Henry. And here we are going to get C is equals to 250 mu F. Okay. Now, this omega is here. We'll move on to the next question. So I have three particles, proton, deuteron, alpha particle. They are projected uniform magnetic field, velocity, and magnetic field are perpendicular. Then the ratio of magnetic force acting on them. So F is equals to Q VB sine 90. I have perpendicular. So now velocity, I will change into momentum. So Q P by M, momentum is mass into velocity. That's why I take. So I'll be taking this F1 is to F2 is to F3. So now he says equal momentum for, so F1 is equals to Q1 P by M1, and B will be there. So similarly, F2 is equals to Q2 P by M2 B, and the third one. When I do this, F1 is to F2 is to F3. Now I'm going to get this first option, please. Move on to the next. The ratio of intensity of two coherent light sources is given as 2x. So I1 by I2 is equals to 2x he has given. Find out I max. Now I max is equals to amplitude square A1 plus A2. I need to take, okay. So A1 plus A2 whole square. Now this will be root of I1 plus root of I2 whole square, I max, and then I minimum will be similar to root of I1 minus root of I2. Okay, so now when I substitute here root 2x plus 1 whole square and root 2x minus 1 whole square, I am going to get the value, and I'm going to find the I max minus I min by I max plus I min as 2 root 2x by 2x plus 1. So this will be the first option. We'll move on to the next one. Now this is the frequency of wave to be modulated is 2 kilohertz and carrier wave is 1 megahertz. Assertion: the frequency range in which the signal operates is 4 kilohertz. The sideband frequencies are 998 kilohertz and 1002 kilohertz. Now here I find that assertion is true, reason is true, reason is correct explanation. So this one is right. Okay, so now 19th one, a freely assertion, a freely kept rod is heated and there will be no thermal stress generated in it. When a rod is heated, then it expands. Okay, now here I find assertion is true, reason is true, but reason is not the explanation of assertion. Now the second one, please. Okay, so the 20th assertion, two planets have same escape velocity but different masses. Now this is true. Okay, for same escape speed, M1 R1 must be equal to M2 R2. This will not, no, this is not. Okay, so now this should be the right one. So third option, please. Okay, so two radioactive substances X and Y having N1 and N2 nuclei initially have half-life. X is half-life of Y. So T half of X is equals to half of T half of Y. He says after a time of 3 half-lives, now time is equals to 3 T half of Y, number of undecayed nuclei of X. Now here Nx is equals to Ny. Okay, so then value of N1 and N2. Okay, now it will get this as N1 e to the power of minus lambda t. Now this is of X, and then N2, now lambda X I write e to the power of minus lambda Y ty. Now the time is same, of course. Okay, so now T half X is log 2 by lambda X I get, and half log 2 by lambda Y I get here. Okay, so in this I get lambda X is equals to 2 lambda Y, and here I get N1 e to the power of minus lambda X 3 T half. Now this is Y is equals to N2 minus lambda Y 3 T half Y I get. So when I do this legible mathematics, N1 by N2, I'm going to get this as 8, please. So we'll move on to the next problem. A non-conducting container is moving 30 meter per second. So velocity is given, contains 1 mole, and he has given monoatomic. So monoatom inside it, mass of gas container is 4U. Mass of gas inside container is 4U. Now 4U, he says, let's see what it is. If container suddenly stops, velocity is equals to 0, then its temperature change is asking. Okay, so we take conservation of energy. So conservation of energy I take. So kinetic energy initial plus potential energy initial is equals to kinetic energy final plus potential energy final I take. So now half mv square is now degree of freedom I take, potential energy here F by 2 nRT 1. Now initial temperature, we'll take this as 1, okay, is equals to, it stops, he says, so 0 plus F by 2 nRT2 I need to take, and from this when I transfer it and then find, and here we are going to get now this F value is given as, now for monoatomic gas, it will be 3, F is equals to 3. When we calculate this, delta T is equals to 1200 by R, you will be getting, and this should be in terms of X by 3R, and where X is equals to 3600 I get. Move on to the next problem, please. Now, an object is placed 10 centimeters of a convex lens. When placed at 20 centimeters, image produced has same height. So same height, find focal length. Now, this means that M1 is equals to minus M2, same height. Okay. Now, M1 is F by F plus U I need to take, and here minus F by F plus U1 and U2 I need to take. Now this gets off. Now 1 by F, now this is U1 is minus 10 is equals to minus 1 by F by minus 20, which is this. Okay, from here F is equals to, we are getting it as 15 centimeters. Now this is next question. A transmitter circuit is used for transmission of electromagnetic waves having wavelength 960 meter. If capacitor used in the circuit was C is, and self-inductance inductor used in the circuit is, now this is L value he has given. Now he's asking you to find P value. So resonant frequency omega resonance is equals to 1 by root LC at resonance frequency will be, now 2 pi frequency is equals to 1 by LC. Now squaring I do, so 2 square pi square F square is LC I get. Okay, so from this we are supposed to find L value. Now, when you do this, now L, you will be getting it as 10 to the power of minus 7 Henry. And this is equal to 10 into 10 to the power of minus 8 Henry. We are interested in this P value. P is equals to 10, please. Move on to the next problem. In a thermodynamic process, P and V is related Kv gamma. If initial temperature is 100, final temperature is 300, work done in this process he is asking. Now this is polytropic process. Now here we pick this equation, PV minus 3 is equals to constant K and X is equals to minus 3 I am getting here. Now this one, and W, the work is minus NR delta T. Now this X minus 1 I need to put. When I substitute this, delta T is equals to 300 minus 100, and I am going to get W is equals to 50 NR. Okay, so this will be the answer what he is expecting. 50 will be the X value what I am going to get. Next question, please. Now, 512 mercury drops initially each has potential 2 volt. Now, all drops are combined, make a single drop, find potential of single drop. Now, volume of 512 is equals to volume big, and I have 4/3 pi r cube. 512 is equals to 4/3 pi. Now, pi capital R cube. Now 4/3 pi gets off. Okay. Now R into 8 is equals to capital R. I'll be getting. Now potential is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R. Okay. So this is for the small one. Okay. He has given 2 is equals to, now 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by radius. Okay. So for the big one, now V is equals to V big 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 512 Q by R I need to take. Okay. When we divide these two equations and we are going to get the values legibly, he is asking you find final potential of single drop, the bigger one, V big, we are going to get it as 128 volt. Okay. So we'll move on to the next question, please. In the given circuit, find the energy in joules stored in circuit at t is equals to 4 seconds. Now EMF is equals to L di by dt I have with a negative sign indicating the direction that opposes the change produced in it. I'm ignoring that negative sign, and now EMF is given as 3t volts. 3t is equals to L di by dt, and I take 3t dt is equals to L di. Okay, I integrate, and when I integrate, I get I is equals to 3t square by 2L I'm going to get, and energy stored is half Li square we have in an inductor. And when I substitute the legible quantities properly, and I'm going to get this as 144 joule. We'll move on to the next question. Now this question I have apprehensions about that, and I'm not solving this because I doubt about the question, okay, not presented properly here. So we'll move on to the next question. Okay, so now potentiometer is given, K1 is closed first, keeping K2 open, then K2 closed, K1 open, and he's asking E2 by E1. E is directly proportional to the length we have, okay, and for that reason here E2 by E1 is equals to 760 by 380 you'll be getting here, and this value is 2. Okay, now these are the questions what we could manage to collect from the students, okay, from memory based, and uh, I wish all the best to you students. Thank you. Nth time answer.